staying on. This mic's not working.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Yeah, that mic's not staying on.
Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes from the August 13th, 2025 meeting? Are there any discussion, changes? Seeing none, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So, second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
John, we need to do roll call now.
You want to go ahead and do that?
Yep.
Thank you.
Chairperson Lutz.
Here.
Vice Chairperson Peter Kay. Member Barley.
Here.
Member Brandt.
Here.
Member Kerrigan. Member Mountain.
Here. All right, moving down to number 5, consider motion to recommend the borough for the COA 22 North 3rd Street. You want to go over that?
Well, the COAs for 22 North 3rd Street, the applicant is Paul Charbonnet, I'm sorry. And the alteration is to replace the existing garage door with an exterior door.
Well, Mr. Sodium to explain your project.
Yeah. So we're looking to put a laundromat in that section of our building. Get rid of the garage door, put a section in the front with a doorway and about 3 feet recessed inwards. Basically, the reason we wanted to do it, we have around 9 people living inside the building that have no way of doing their laundry. They're going several blocks up the street. So we figured we'll expand on it and kind of open it up to the public also. We had a lot of people from inside the store too that were looking to utilize that, including stovers themselves.
So my only real question, I think it seems pretty straightforward. You're removing the garage door and putting in essentially a man door. What material are you going to use to infill that space?
Right.
Okay, fantastic.
Do you have any example of what the door may look like, or? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I believe so. It'd be 36 inches.
The window is currently there, right?
No. That window, so there's 2 to 3 layers to that brick wall. There used to be a window.
Okay.
Now, when they removed it, I do not know. The window is still inside, but it was bricked over probably a few decades ago.
Okay. So you're going to open that. Oh, I see it there.
Okay, yeah,
You're going to open that back up again.
Yeah, I can. I mean, that's a determination for you guys. We do have to put a new concrete lintel above to secure that section. So if you guys want the window in there, we can put a window in there. We can brick it over. It really doesn't matter too much. We put the window there because there is a open space. So it wouldn't be too difficult to just put a new window in there.
Has this been approved by zoning?
I believe it's been reviewed.
I'm just concerned about exiting into a right-of-way traffic.
Sure.
It's
So,
not a hard issue, but you could be liable.
well, that's also why we put a 3-foot recess inside. So when you exit that doorway, you're not stepping into the street.
I see, okay.
So you will have visibility left, right,
Because your elevation doesn't show that you replaced elevation.
Okay.
Yeah, I see.
So, back to that window, you said you have to put a concrete lintel in there. Do you have to put one in there, or is that needed if you put a window?
So personally, I would think it would be recommended. There is a wood lintel there now. That section of the building's been there 70 years, 80 years, and it's been the same thing. So there is a little bit of rot. Nothing that can't be shored up easily, but to stabilize that, putting in a window or anything, I would put a concrete lintel. Doesn't necessarily have to be done. It's not a safety issue per se, but it would eventually have to be done.
Is there an argument above this space?
Yes.
Any thoughts of adding more natural light into the space for safety? Or
Not necessarily. I mean, we can. It's not a concern.
increasing vagrant population?
I mean, we can definitely add some more windows if that's.
I would think that natural light door, instead of opening it into a useful vestibule, would be, I mean, quite honestly, a glass commercial door would look better than a six-panel door for people walking, you're worried about a vagrant. That's a nice little cubby hole.
Yeah, right.
We can add a glass door. That's
The
easy.
glass door would have natural light, but also be safe. You can see what's out there. You have to put it on it.
Yeah, it seems like you could pick up areas of town with about one post. Where's the closest one? 1.6.
Correct.
And Walnut?
Yep.
6 and Walnut.
Either Sixth and Walnut or Second and Pear, or Third and Pear, I'm sorry.
It'll be open 24 hours long.
Most likely not 24 hours. We'll probably keep it within the business hours of Stover's. Mainly security reasons and whatnot. That alley gets a lot of traffic during the nighttime and whatnot, so. Prefer to keep that locked. I believe, for the hours, 6 to 8. 5 to 8, so it'd be 5 a.m. to 8. Now, that would be open to our residents in that building 24/7. There is a little offshoot. The door that's next to that garage is a stairwell upwards. It's all 24/7 access. Yeah.
I'd like to see more natural daylight in the space. If I was my wife was to go in there or something that's like, it's sort of a security thing to read who might or might not be in there.
Sure, yeah.
You have the header of the garage door. You certainly could add more natural light.
Yeah, no, we can absolutely do that.
I think the other laundromats around town have much more glass where you can quickly see who's in there.
Sure, yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
you have a heavy dispute with a neighbor or whatever.
we can definitely look into, instead of bricking that, we could just do almost like a glass insert. So it's completely glass.
And
Are
are
you
these folding tables across from the washers and dryers?
Yeah.
It wouldn't impact the
So, Matt, you're thinking, looks like there's a bathroom there. You're thinking that instead of the garage door, you put a door and maybe a window in there and brick in, fill the rest? And then maybe add another window between the other two?
There's a couple plans here, and we don't all match.
Yeah, so we submitted plans beforehand, and then it was brought to my attention to get something professionally done and signed and sealed by an architect. So that was these secondary plans here.
Okay. So
The original there is what,
is A2, are these the current plan document?
yes. Yeah, the other ones were the ones that the Hooch and Speed Queen, that's what their architects came up with.
Okay. And then A1 and A2 are by which architect?
A1, A2,
Or is it just A2?
no, it is A1, A2, and CS.
So to answer your question, John, A1, is that's the current, that matches A2 as far as I can tell. So you have the recessed entry for, I'm surprised it allow you, it does not let me, that's, I guess that's how it is. Yeah, so basically, just to the, basically, to the left of the newly proposed glass door, it would be a three-height glass panel, storefront with this piece of glass to the left of that.
Oh, okay.
The other option would be to push in where the, recessed door is. And where the garage door was, push that in, so that whole back wall is propane. I think your door is coming out. The drawing shows coming in, fire, get trapped in that door. I think that door was just coming out. And then just maybe have more grass. That might be the simplest thing.
On the inside left.
What are your? Here.
Are you saying more glass here in the recess or over here? Like you just-
I'm saying push. Yeah. Bundle this all together. Like that. Like the garage. Yeah.
We're talking about new windows and all that. I mean, we have to look at this, what does this do for the historical value? We can't look at it from any other way, because he's changing a use here that's going to require a building permit, and he has his signed, he has his sealed diagrams, and he's going to have to go back now and have them redone. And I don't know, I mean, it sounds nice, but we should be looking, what is the historical value of putting new windows in? And I agree, I think it would look good, but I think we have to be careful where we're treading here, because it's going to create a cost to him for something that it really is more of a building code issue than a historical review.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I'm basically fine with the plan as proposed. But I think I think we should open up the window that's now.
Yeah, I think that would bring some,
Closed.
that's been there before. And it will be a distinct feature that was once there that we're bringing back. That I think is,
I think adding the glass door, trying to get much lighter as you can would help, because we're already saying it's in the street where you want people to see. So have this in there, keep it on that inset, put some glass in there, you actually put another window. You have a glass panel.
Yeah.
So that's just basically gonna cause you to be able to have a glass panel in that inset to create light and let people see what's going in.
Yeah, I like that idea. I mean, that'd be the glass on the new construction part.
Right, so you set it in, you have a door, then you go left.
Yeah, so you're reaching to the door and you can actually see
Yeah.
through the door, but also to the side.
Allow people to see inside, there's kind of a safety. thing.
you know, I think it looks good for the historic value too. It's not going to distract. It's actually going to add to the value of what we're revealing.
I just think of a catchy garage / laundromat.
I'll work on that for a little bit.
Just make sure it's funny.
So, is there any other discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the project as proposed with the former window opened back up, a full light glass door, and a window on the left of the inset.
Side light, yeah.
So,
I'll second that. No, I'll first, you can second that.
yeah, we got a motion and a second.
I'm sorry, I was making the notes for the motion to approve with the conditions. Who was the first and second?
I'll first. But I do like your idea of the glasses, and I'm not gonna see inside, instead of watching.
Yeah.
I just have one question on the motion. Will there be signage at some point?
Probably at some point, but it's not,
That's something that would have to come back to us then, but
that's
we'll
fine.
just leave it at that then. Okay.
But it's important to know that. Yeah. Make it beautiful.
Any other discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
All right.
Motion carries. Is there anything we need to discuss related to the administrative approvals?
I don't have any.
All right, questions?
Is there any other business before the board?
Just have one thing, and then I'll get back so we can get on our grills. I did share some information. I do have this idea where, I don't know how long we get Borough Council on, but I think we should have a vision for what we want our downtown to look like. Coming up with some ideas so we can tell, like when he comes back for a sign, hey, here's what we're looking for the overall texture of this downtown area. With that said, 200 block of Locust Street. I don't ever remember reviewing the extremely bright light sign in a smoke shop down there. And I do believe that went in long after I've been on this board. Could that be something that can be looked into? Because I think that is so distracting. And, you know, we have some beautiful historical features in that neighborhood. And then we have this, I'll use the word hideous lighted sign that I think they could probably see from the space station if they're looking that way. I just don't think it fits, and it is distracting to any historic features we have down there. And I don't think that ever came to us. Signs have to come to us, and I don't ever. Do you remember that coming to us?
No, and I think the reason why it didn't is because it's like yeah.
It's a sign, it says smoke shop or whatever.
Well, and I know our sign ordinance has, our sign ordinance does have that it doesn't have to be approved if it's identifying what is being sold there.
Okay.
So I think that's kind of where, I mean, we can go about the light situation, how bright it is, but
We need to do some real work.
If
on that
it's-
side.
Yeah.
it's telling you what the use is and things like that, as long as it's not
Mhm.
advertising, it doesn't have to be approved.
It's just, I think it doesn't fit. I mean,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we're trying to create a downtown, it's going to be inviting to people who are looking for historical features and to give that look of small town. That doesn't fit. And we really do need to look at that. I believe, I agree with you, Jonathan. We got to come up with some kind of idea to get people to understand what we're going for. If that's what the borough council wants, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they want. So,
Brian, I like you taking the lead on that sign thing. Send me an email on the version.
yeah, I mean, I can do some more work as time permits, or I know I don't, but I would really like to see us get some kind of vision. I mean, because I think last meeting we had a person come in with a sign down here at was it Third and Cherry,
Yeah.
and it just fits. It's not too loud. Because when you start getting these loud signs like down here, you're distracting from any other architectural feature you have on that building. And Jonathan and I were just talking the other day about, I think really you have a list of things. One thing we should really think about is we should have some control over what color people are using in a historic district when it comes to exterior painting. I mean, I've seen there's a structure up in the 400 block, it's bright red it just doesn't fit into, it's distracting. It's taking away. And I've seen some, I'm not saying, hey, to each their own, but in a historic district, imagine if you're right across from Wright's Mansion down here and someone paints their house bright pink and, fluorescent yellow. Does that fit in the historic district? We should have some say over it. And I know others, I mean, it's not. No, we actually have it in our ordinance saying we are not to address it. And it's something that we can address.
Politically correct doors and shutters. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm ready to grill.
All right, without any other business before the board, the next meeting.
Let's ask this question, the next step to be, Brian, to make that happen.
I think I really think we should have a sit down with at least some members of council. What is your vision? What do you want to
We
see?
need to do something like that.
Yeah.
Like have a work session where.
I don't know if I want to do it with the whole council, but it's not because they have to have they get more than, I don't know how many, we have 7 on borough council. So once they hit the magic number of 4, then they have to advertise the meeting and all that. But to sit down with a group of 3 and say, what are you looking for?
I can reach out to the council president and ask
Yeah.
for, a committee or something,
Yeah.
a couple members.
That would be
We
great.
We have to keep it so that it's not sunshine.
Yeah, and I don't care if people want to. I mean, me personally, I'm all about transparency. But it just when you start getting everybody involved, then everything
You have
just.
to advertise it. and
And, but then you get
everything
too many conversations going, and we got to stay focused. But
else. I'll reach out to the
Yeah.
council president and see.
Brian, do you see that impacting all of the historic district or just a certain zone?
I think. I mean, I'm looking right now. I mean, I think my personal opinion is our biggest asset is our downtown area, but it does stretch out, and we should be looking like paint.
You have a historic district that should.
Yeah.
Especially if you just beat up the people who put in the hotel.
Yeah.
To do some of the things that they do in the hotel, and you're gonna let someone put a neon light sign.
Yeah.
or Something there. Somebody else has put a vinyl sign on the side of their building.
Mhm.
And so you think their shutters pink, and you just had somebody that's like,
Mhm.
put over an extra $100 to an exterior building. They're not having to contact some different colors and stuff like that. It would be nice to see consistency.
And I did my research. One thing I did see is like a lot of these historic districts have overlays. You have your historic district, and you have the And- yeah. As to what we're looking for. I mean, but especially, I really do think council needs to address that color issue. Because you could put something crazy in a beautiful neighborhood that will it'll destroy the whole historic features of the neighborhood if you put some crazy colored house in a otherwise beautifully historic block.
House in town.
Huh?
My house used to be the craziest colored house in town.
What color do you have?
Oh, it's normal now.
What was it?
It was pink and purple and green and
Little pink
yellow
houses, yeah.
and, Shirley Campbell's house. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it's 6th and,
Yeah,
okay.
That's my house.
Well, that was
Used to be
Shirley's
crazy.
doing, wasn't it?
So Shirley.
Yeah, I knew Shirley very well, so. that kind of fits her personality. So she was a good woman.
Ryan, you might want to check out, I remember visiting historic Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And I remember seeing their signs were just beautiful. Just, like, here's a hand carved deer sign.
Was it Portsmouth?
Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Okay.
You guys can't go.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's there. Let's ramble. Okay. Well, with that said, if nobody else has anything, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All those in favor?
Did we
All right.
announce when the next meeting was?
Next
Yeah, I
meeting
think you
will
did.
be October 8th, 2025.
Okay, moving on. I got some strip steaks to grill and some